Chanda. I would be delighted to introduce our first speaker of the day. Our speaker is a person with over 32 years of experience in the field of information technology who has devoted her life to almost every industry you can think of: healthcare, education, automotive, and tourism, among many others. Ms. Sharmila completed her MSc in 1988 from Maharaja Sayaji Rao University in Gujarat and her MBA in operations in 1996 from Indira Gandhi National Open University. She is the co-founder of Bringle since September 2017, the managing director of LAC Vardhan Association, an NPO, and the chief innovation officer at AbleGuard. Apart from being a part of various organizations and winning multiple awards, she has also won the Navshakti Women Empowerment Award by Vatsalya Foundation and B.N. Patel Institute, Anand, in October 2020. Please welcome Ms. Sharmila.
Thank you, Asmita. Very happy to be here. And it is time that we discuss some issues on SDG 11. And I'll be very happy to share that. You can hear me and see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So when we have the 17 goals, and I do believe that since we are all here, number 17 is being discussed. Partnerships for the goals. We are all here discussing the entire topic. From my perspective in the disability sector, SDG 11 is the overarching goal that covers the rest of the other goals. Number 3, 10, 16, and that's the order that I look at. Number 3 is definitely health and wellness, and that is what one would look at. Number 10 is reduced inequalities. So yes, you are looking at various types of disabilities that hamper all of us. SDG 16 deals with the law, peace, justice, and believe me, that's going to be one of the major SDGs to be covered next year. I'll come to that. Number 9 deals with industry, innovations, and infrastructure. And number 4 with education. And number 8 is decent work and definitely economic growth. So these are the 7 SDGs that I am going to focus on today. When I am looking at a person with disability, even myself, there are not enough awareness campaigns or even awareness of what kind of disabilities need what sort of accommodations. So inclusion, safety, and sustainability are not provided for. I am a universal access person. I teach universal access. I am a inclusive and accessible advocate. You will find my speech to be a little off. I do have a problem, and if you don't understand, please raise your hands. I'll be glad to repeat. I also look at good health and well-being to be the first and foremost SDG to be handled. If I am not in good health, I can't take care of my home, I can't take care of my work, or even today, my parents and my entire livelihood is impacted because I am not well. I, at some point, the hospital becomes inaccessible if I am in a wheelchair. The doctor has to come home if I am bedridden. Diagnostics to a large extent have come to the home, but not all checkups happen at home. What happens when you don't get good counseling, when you don't get good therapy at home? If I have a teenager at home who is disabled, where would that teenage person go for counseling? We do not have enough information. Yes, I do collect and I keep putting it up in forums, but there is still a whole load of information that needs to be out there. And that is what I think would be a good option to have a platform. Insurance is another issue with elders as well as persons with disability. I know it myself. I pay a premium on a premium for insurance because I am disabled. I have fought for it and I have won that case. But the private insurance companies still charge an additional amount for a premium for me. When I look at inclusion, well, access to health, access to a good designed home or workplace, books, entertainment, education, transport. I think transport is one issue where I am talking to transport companies, especially the auto companies, to have some modified vehicles for the disabled, wherein they can drive it themselves. I am not aware of any campaign that gives me a driving license. Even today, because my left hand is affected and I can't use it, I have had to fight to ride a motorcycle, but I still can't ride a car because I don't have the license with me. People are not aware, people are not educated to get to this state that everything can be made possible. So that accessibility and inclusion has to be a parameter to assess organizations and institutions, which is what I am looking at. Law and justice. We have had the law enacted in December 2016, and the law kicks in from 1st January 2023. For any non-compliance, there will be a penalty. For the second offense, there will be a jail term, and the larger the space, the larger will be the penalty. Thus, it will be based on per square feet. That is the built infrastructure. If it is inaccessible, it will be penalized. Digital infrastructure that violates the law will be taken down until it is in compliance. So you can look at websites, videos, mobile apps, and this also includes the digital educational curriculum. So believe me, in another year and 2 months, we will have chaos if this is not done. And I don't see it happening in 12 months. Industry innovations and infrastructure. Have you guys, I would like this to be a interactive session on industry and innovation. Have you, any of you, gone through a situation where you've had problems in climbing up the train, up the steps, or any of your older relatives, parents? Because
very much, yeah. Very much, yeah.
yeah, because I know for a fact that it takes me a minute to get to the steps, and when I look at real estate, climbing up the staircase is not an issue for me, but if I have a wheelchair person, then the ramp that we have, the gradient of the ramps that we have in our country are absolutely horrendous. It is supposed to be at a 12-degree max, and it goes way above. I can't get my mother up the first floor because she can't climb up due to her old age. Not because she had a problem, but due to her old age, her knees don't run through the stairs. When I look at any educational institution, the curriculum is completely inaccessible. I go to a hotel, I am sorry to say, none of them have a washroom that takes care of a wheelchair person. Transport, buses are a problem. It is like when I am looking at education by itself, I have to look at a standardized curriculum which is available online and in Braille. I need to have gamified content to be in place. I need to have virtual labs in place. I need teachers to be trained on the new technology and students and teachers to be sensitized. Work. Well, I am lucky. I had decent work, more than decent work, and I have had economic growth to such an extent that today I am absolutely in economically and financially viable. I don't need to work, but to get to a situation where accessibility and inclusion happens, I am here and I will continue to work in this sector. Yes, the video that we saw, 15% of the world population is disabled in some manner. And you look at disability in a very different way. Think of it as a barrier that society erects. It's got nothing to do with the physical or mental issues that hamper. A large consumer base is ignored. I know for a fact that I can pay for a license, but I don't get it because I am disabled. You are looking at reducing your income levels when you put people in the category of disabled. What I am doing currently, yes, I am looking at accessibility with Vardhan. My entire B2B domain is entirely on accessibility and public policy. and my healthcare, education, and recruitment and work for disability is taken care by a card. That's my B2C domain. Same thing in a different way. That's my story. I fell ill 51 years ago with encephalitis, and I guess January 1989 was a very good day, good month, good day, and good year. And it's been a good run till now. I've had a lot of rejections, a lot of work that has been put in. I have built up companies, and I'll continue to work in this area. And that is all that I have to say. Thank you.